Damir, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're obviously part of the government there for Montenegro, looking particularly at sustainability of tourism. How as a government are you acting to encourage that development and also encourage international investors?
Let me put first some information in the context. So tourism is very important for Montenegro. It represents about 24% of our GDP. Year after year we manage not only to break the records year on year, but every single month is better than the comparable month the year before. So it is very interesting. When you look at the income from tourism in Montenegro from 2001 to 2018, the average growth of income is approximately 13% annually. So it's a very touristic country. We are in between 3.5 and 4 tourists per capita. Foreign direct investments, Montenegro, what is very interesting, is one of the longest lasting states in general and in Europe. With a statehood is approximately Yugoslavia, it was approximately around 1,000 years. So we regained that in 2006, and foreign direct investments and investors have really helped us move quickly, create serious economic growth, raise the standards of living in Montenegro, create a lot of job opportunities. Not only that they raise standards, they brought new technology, they brought new know-how, they showed to be very effective in what they're doing. So Montenegro is a country whose GDP last year was around 4.3 billion euros, and Porto Novi, together with some other projects, have together in the pipeline some 3 billion euros of investments. So it's almost 60% of our GDP, if not more. So we are doing a lot to encourage them. We are trying to be proactive from the government side. We make sure that there is legal certainty in Montenegro. I should maybe mention that Montenegro became the newest member of NATO 2 years ago. That Montenegro is the first country which is in line to become the new member of the European Union. So we are very dedicated to implementing European Union standards in all aspects. And of course that brings certainty, and certainty is always good for business.
And in terms of the sustainability of tourism, one of the issues that some other countries have had is sort of overdevelopment, which has then made it less attractive in some ways to tourists. You've obviously got a major project here. Is that something that you're also focused on, is I suppose, maintaining the sustainability of the hospitality and tourism?
It's definitely. This is exactly when I said that after 2006 we had certain experience and we learned a lesson. So environmental protection is key for us. We have no intention of supporting projects which are going to be very good in the short term, but in the long term they are not going to be good, not for the investors, not for the citizens of Montenegro. So we are very keen on protecting the environment. Montenegro is an ecological state by our constitution. So most part of Montenegro is really protected. We have 5 national parks, about 9% of Montenegrin territory is within national parks. Nowadays, modern tourists, people who are on the high end of the market, are the people who are well educated, are the people who have certain ideas, are the people who have mind how important it is to protect the environment and to protect the planet. So I think that through these projects we are actually managing to show that very large projects actually demonstrate maybe to the smaller ones how this should be done and in what way should be implemented.
It's always interesting for me to hear about a country or an area and a sector that I'm less familiar with. So thank you very much for joining us today, Damir.
Thank you, Richard. I have enjoyed it.